Hey there guys, it's Tom and Dan here with .deck.co.uk, and we're here with a recorded game from Crawley City Championships Top 8. On the left we have Tommy Roberts, ranked number 1 in the world at the moment, with Vanilluxe Vileplume, and Jak Armstead with 6 corners, who was UK Senior National Champion in 2010. So Dan, how do you feel about the matchups for these decks?
Well, the matchup's quite strange actually. It depends which of the 6 corners Jak runs, to be honest, because if he runs Cobalion, then the matchup is swayed incredibly in his favour, but if he doesn't, then it gets a lot harder really.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. What does worry me is if Tommy does actually get his field set up and Jak doesn't run enough of a counter for him, if you know what I mean. I mean, like 2 Cobalions would probably help out here, but I'm not sure. I think he might. I'm not sure if he even runs Cobalion.
I'm not sure if he does either, but something that will tip the matchup is Jak being able to go first, because he'll be able to get Leaf Wallop going from turn 2, which is great for KOing Oddishes.
I agree. Seems that Tommy couldn't really have asked for a better opener there with the Pichu, to be honest.
I'd agree. Just like Jak's gone straight for a Judge, which is going to slow Tommy down quite a bit if he doesn't hit the collector. Well, he doesn't need to.
I'm not sure if the Judge actually will slow Tommy down that much. I think it's going to slow Jak down more than it does Tommy.
If he didn't have the Pichu start, then that would have been a lot more devastating. But
oh yeah, agreed, definitely for sure. But the Pichu is going to allow him to recover out of that quite nicely. I mean, he's going to be able to fill his bench. I mean, so will Jak, but the difference is that Tommy's bench needs to be filled up with various Pokemon in order for it to function properly as a deck.
Yeah.
Because it uses the strategy of Victini to reflip coins, and then you've got the Vileplume to lock trainers to stop them getting out of awkward situations, and then the Vanilluxe obviously paralyzes them to stop them from attacking or retreating. Whereas Jak's deck has more options in the fact that he can just look for any Pokemon to adapt to a certain situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. And it looks like Tommy's gone for Playground, and an interesting thing is he's only searched out one of his Oddish.
That is interesting. What else did he get? He got another
Vanillite and a Doduo.
Okay, it's interesting. I didn't even know the deck ran Dodrio, but I guess with train lock variants it's.
Yeah, I find that quite strange because that.
Oh, what's going to be interesting is Jak does have the catcher hit. That is going to spell disaster for Tommy's setup.
Oh yeah, and he does have the energy as well.
I guess what does help is that if Jak does take early prizes, he can kind of just wall with Virizion for a little while because it's resistant to water, isn't it?
It is. So depending on flips, Tommy's not actually going to be doing that much damage. So it's going to take him a while to get those KOs.
If Jak does manage to get a couple of Eviolites on the field as well, that's going to help him, because as soon as he takes a couple of prizes, he can just sit back and relax. Especially since he just hit the catcher. Oh dear, this is especially since the Virizion will be taking a prize this turn and then hitting anything for 80. The only thing in Tommy that can survive that hit is going to be a Vanilluxe or Pichu if it stays asleep.
Yeah, I find it quite strange that he didn't get the second Oddish, but we don't know what's prized quite yet.
Maybe he doesn't have. Maybe he doesn't have them in the deck. Maybe they are prized, but
find out now.
I definitely would have. Maybe because he had the Dodrio in his hand and he was thinking, "Oh, I'd love to get the Dodrio out of my hand. That'd be nice." Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it. I don't know. I still probably would have liked the security of going for another Oddish, but maybe they were prized. We don't know. He's gone for the
stage 1, so no rare candy.
So that's also shown that if Jak can pull off a catcher again next turn to knock out that Vanillish, then I think that Tommy's in quite a lot of trouble. I don't think he's going to be able to recover, to be honest. Okay.
We've got an N, so Jak will be drawing 5. Still a healthy amount. Oh, there's an Oddish in Tommy's hand there.
I don't know why he didn't look for it in the first place. Might have been a totally different game in that respect.
Because now he's got to bench it and risk it again. If
I
Jack
suppose
does score the
if
catcher.
he does. I suppose if he doesn't bench it, then he could threaten with Vanilluxe next turn. I think if he does, I mean, if he does bench it, because Jack will have to choose either between the Oddish or the Vanilluxe. Vanillish even.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he could just hold on to it and wait for the chance that he can put it onto the bench safely.
So he's got another one there as well. Okay. So at this point, if I'm Jack, I'm thinking, if he benches that Oddish, I'm definitely going to, you know, catch it out and kill it.
Take it straight out.
But I think Tommy might not even... If he doesn't even bench it, it's a really interesting play if he doesn't actually bench the Oddish at all and hopes to get a Vanilluxe out, attack with it, paralyze, and then bench it to stop the... You know, because there's not enough energy in the field. Yeah. Just to stop the catcher KO coming. Could be interesting. I don't know. Jack does...
He will run a high amount of catches and switch as well, because if the Vileplume's not there, then he can get out the paralysis quite easy. He has chosen to bench it then. I'm not sure if that's going to come back to bite him. I'm pretty sure it will if Jack
needs
catcher, then
catcher or junk arm. And the Pichu's awake anyway. Oh, there it is. There's another... Oh no, that's not nice at all. That's exactly what Tommy did not want to see at that point. Yeah, but so I think
at the end of this turn, he's going to be down for 4 prizes to 6, and possibly only have 1 Oddish left.
Is there even an energy on that Vanilluxe?
There's not. I don't think.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh wow, this is literally
as well.
If he can come back this game, I don't think he's going to be able to, in all honesty.
Well, 6 corners traditionally runs like 3-4 counts of switch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking that Jack has too many options at this point. Unless he draws completely dead.
His hand's looking quite big, though.
Exactly, yeah. I think I can see another junk arm in there as well.
So I would expect him to go for the Vanilluxe, to be honest, because he's hitting for 80 at the minute.
Yeah, and just take some pride. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would have just gone for the Victini there, because Vanilluxe isn't nearly as damaging without Victini.
Yeah, that's another good point. And the Vanilluxe hasn't got the energy on it at the minute as well. So it's not a direct threat.
I mean, he could have effectively taken cheap prizes all game by either knocking out Doduo, a Pichu, because I think at this point he's going to have 3 prizes left, right?
Yeah.
Jack's going to have 3 prizes left. So if he had captured up something else and taken the 3rd prize, then he could have just captured the Cleffa, captured the Pichu, then captured the Dodrio, or captured the...
Yeah, there's a lot of cheap prizes there.
Just a lot of cheap prizes, and then Oddish is never going to be able to turn into a Vileplume at this rate. It just seems that...
That's if he has another one left.
Oh, wow. Tommy hasn't even got energy yet, though.
I think that Judge... Jack just played a Judge. He's going to be forced to Eek or Tropical Beach.
I think it's going to be an Eek, to be honest, because he can't afford to just keep Cleffa awake.
Yeah. If he stays awake, then things can get ugly.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. Even if Jack has another catcher, I mean, to be fair, Jack's hand has only got about 4 cards in there, I think.
Yeah, Cleffa wakes up.
5 now, but oh, that's not good. That's just another prize. This just seems like Tommy's getting steamrolled.
Yeah.
Big time there.
There'll be another prize that Jack only have 2 left to take, and with a lot of catches available because of the Vileplume not being on the field, they're going to be quite easy to take, I think.
This is not a great start from the #1 ranked player in the world at the moment, I have to say. Jack is well, totally destroying him, in all honesty.
And he's only just got his first energy there, Tommy.
Yeah, first energy. If I'm Tommy, I'm thinking, what can I actually do at this point, which is going to win me the game? Because I might have access to twins, but what in my deck can actually win me the game at this point? I'm thinking not a lot.
Yeah. The only thing he could bank on would be, like we said earlier, the paralysis flip, Jack not having a switch, and
Yeah, I think
benching the Oddish to get a guaranteed chance of having a Vileplume up.
I suppose what he could do is get Jack down to 1 or 2 prizes, set up his field so that he can end Jack down to 1.
Oh yeah, true.
And then bench the Oddish. I guess that could work. Bench his third Oddish if he runs, or hope he runs a third.
If he runs one, it's not prized as well. He's gonna
but then at that point, Jack could easily just charge up anything to take some quick and easy prizes.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know really how. I haven't really seen the Cobalion yet from Jack though, which is kind of interesting.
No, he didn't get it off of the playground Tommy played earlier, which I would have thought would have been one of the key targets if he ran it. So I think we can safely assume he doesn't.
Yeah, unless it's just been prized. Could have just been prized. But again, I haven't seen any basic metal energy and to fully utilise Cobalion for Rainbow. Energy isn't really enough, is it?
No.
Okay then, so I'm not entirely sure.
Stayed asleep.
Exactly. I'm just trying to see an angle from. I mean, Jack's not very well set up, in all honesty, and I can see why Tommy might play on from that perspective. Is that he thinks maybe if I can just get this little trick play off, maybe if I can end him down to like 1 or 2. And force him to Tropical Beach, then I can get my Oddish down and potentially come back and lock him for the duration of the game. But even then, he's going to be waiting a long time before he's going to actually be knocking stuff out, because those Virizions are resistant to water, and one of them's got an Eviolite on them now. Yeah. So
and
he's going to be hitting.
Sitting there, just in soon as well, because Jack could easily
wait to be charged up.
Hit a Rainbow, shaming stuff across, and then put Tommy on a timer, because that Victini will go in 2 turns, Dodrio in 3, and that'll be the game from there, really.
Yeah, well, the Pichu's down in 1, and then if he doesn't evolve the Vanillite, he's just lost in 2 turns, really, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh no, he has managed to get up to Vanilluxe. This is it. This is looks like Tommy's just going for it. This
double freeze.
He's got a heads. Oh, that's only 1, and it doesn't do any damage.
No.
There we go.
The problem. I mean, 2 heads. What would it do? 2 heads would do
40, I think.
That's a long.
So then it's
KO.
3. It's 3 hitting a Virizion, a fully healed Virizion. No, not even. I stand corrected. It's 3 hitting a standard Virizion. If it has an Eviolite on it, it's 4 hitting it.
And there's another one. So Jack had the switch because the Vileplume's not in play.
Oh dear, this is going to be a very uphill battle for Tommy. I don't even know if that Victini goes, it's over, really, isn't it?
Yeah, there's another catcher.
Well, he's just going for the Pichu. I suppose he's only hitting for 40 with this Leaf Wallop, so it makes sense to just take a cheap prize.
And if he's got access to another catcher, then
or a switch.
Yeah, 80 damage on anything. Amazing.
You know, maybe I may have been charging up the Kyurem a little bit. I'm not sure how useful it is to have, 3 Virizion. I mean, 2's okay, but I would have liked the security of a Kyurem spread late game.
Yeah, he does always have the shame in, but it's only got 1 Rainbow down at the minute.
Yeah,
could just be banking on the fact that Vanilluxe isn't doing any damage with 1 heads at the minute, because 1 paired resistance and the Eviolite, so it's going to take a long time for Tommy to take 6 prizes when Jack only has 1 left.
Exactly. I'm honestly not sure why Tommy's playing on at this point.
Yeah, best of 3. He needs the time really for the next 2 games.
He runs a slow deck that takes a while to set up. It's Jack couldn't be happier at this point, I don't think.
No.
I think that Jack's in a great position. He's just like, I've only got is that 1 or 2 prizes left to take? I think it's 2, is it not? Is it just 1?
Yeah.
Well, if it is only one, then it's a great position to be in, because he's got time. He's got time to play out either a quick second game, where he'll just take a prize lead again, or he'll know that it's time to concede the second game because Tommy gets up and locks him, and then have a quick third game. So yeah, Jack wants Tommy to be playing on as long as possible right now at this point. That's providing that Jack knows he can win.
Well, it looks like he's got another junk arm, and
he's got
switch out of the paralysis. So see what he goes into. Secure him. So I'd imagine he's got another shaman in his hand.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So yeah, Tommy's on a...
To be fair, Jack has hit his energy drops this game.
Yeah, I think every turn he's had a drop.
Yeah, every turn he's had the drop, and you really do need it with this deck. But it does show that it can pack quite a punch. And I think that's it. Is that not it?
Could he... He might have 2 prizes left. Well, either way, he'll be definitely down to 1 after this. So I think he played a Juniper just to get his hand size back up.
It's a discard pile, and the deck's gone a little off camera, but yeah. I think that's okay.
Yeah, it goes for Glaciate. That's 30 off everything.
I do believe it. He did have 2 prizes left.
Yeah, it's my mistake.
Yeah, exactly. God, I can't believe. Gotta pay attention to the game state. Right. I do believe Jack is now down to 1 prize, though.
Yeah.
And if he has another switch, he's won, I think.
Yeah, I think Tommy's just scooping it up now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Where is he? I can't believe he's still playing on at this point. I honestly don't know why he's still. Contoy.
He's banking on paralysing and curing, so it's not another spread.
But it doesn't even really do anything at this
I think he just hit double tails as well. He hasn't got
Jack is literally just playing with him at this point, I believe. I think Jack is just toying with him and just going, I've got the game, but I'm just gonna waste as much time on this game as I possibly can, because my deck prefers to have quick games.
Yeah, exactly. And Tommy missed the paralysed flip as well, because he hasn't got the reflip of Victini. So
yeah,
he's got 1 turn, so Drio is gonna be glaciated, so I'm not sure.
Unless he's got some crazy trick up his sleeve, like could be a Seeker. The Seeker would really not be that useful, though. Like, it'll stop it. It'll give him 1 extra turn, effectively, or 2 extra turns, maybe. But it's still not going to be enough.
If he misses his flip again, then
no, he's hit one of them. But Tommy's effectively wasting time here. I think, unless Tommy knows how many switches and junk arms Jack runs and realizes that he's run out of them, I'm thinking that maybe he can establish some kind of late game lock here. But I somehow think that Jack isn't that reckless a player and would definitely have conserved his resources. Thing is, if Tommy actually hits another heads here, then, and Jack does hit the switch, then he'll automatically have the game, because he can just outrage with Kyurem, even if Tommy does anything. Like, I don't even know at this point. It's just thinking paralysis again. Okay then. Oh, he's got a junk arm. This is game over. But thing is Jack gonna make it game over, or is he going to just, switch out for Rizian and just sit there for a while? Because if I was Jack, I might consider doing that if I knew I had a switch left, just to waste some time. It's if your opponent doesn't realise that they've lost the game, then you shouldn't, force them to lose. Just let them. Yeah, exactly. And I think he's just conceded. Okay. Yeah, well, so we're back for game 2 in a bit.